Good morning. In my last class, I was talking about mesh analysis. Okay, so in mesh analysis, normally we are talking about loop current method. If mesh analysis is nothing but, or this method is nothing but this is our current method. Okay, and this method is based on Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so when you are talking following mesh analysis method for the solution of a network, then normally okay, we are by using Kirchhoff's voltage law, we are writing minimum number of equations, okay, for the determination of the unknown quantities there when we are talking about mesh analysis method. Okay, now I am coming to discuss about, in this class I am coming to discuss about nodal analysis with sources. Okay, so that means in this lecturer in this class I want to talk about our nodal analysis method. Okay, so like our mesh analysis method, okay, when I am talking about the nodal analysis method, okay, this method is also directly depend upon Kirchhoff's current law, like our mesh analysis is depending upon our Kirchhoff's voltage law, but when I am talking about nodal analysis method, this method is basically depends upon our Kirchhoff's current law. Here also, like our loop analysis or like our mesh analysis method, here also we are by applying Kirchhoff's current law in nodal analysis method. Here also we are trying to write, here also in this method also we are trying to write the minimum number of equations, okay, by which we can determine the unknown quantities. Okay, and it is practically I can tell here. So when I am talking about our nodal analysis, okay, particularly this method is suited for the networks having many parallel circuits with common ground connected. Okay, and the practical example of this type of network are electronic circuits. Okay, and for this for the application of this method, okay, here we can talk about our nodes. Okay, and for this application, every junction in the network, okay, where three reference node or data node or zone or zero potential node is present. Okay, so here the number of simultaneous equations to be solved by n minus 1, okay, and where that is our n is the number of independent nodes. Okay, so here the number of solved equations or the number of simultaneous equations to be solved will be number of equations to be solved. Okay, to be solved will be what? N minus 1. Okay, and here what is n? N is our the number of independent nodes. Okay, and what is node? Already you know, node is the junction of the branches. Okay, meeting point of the branches. Okay, and these node equations, okay, which are written according to the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, when I am talking about nodal analysis method, okay, these nodes equations often become simplified if all the voltage sources are converted into current sources. Okay, that means it will be better if all the voltage sources will be converted into into current sources, okay. So now I want to describe briefly, or I want to describe what is the method exactly. So I have to analyze the nodal analysis on a network, okay, according to by applying Kirchhoff's current law, okay. I want to analyze the method, that is nodal analysis method. So I have to consider two cases here for the nodal analysis. So I am coming to our first case, okay. So for the first case I am showing you this network, okay. So to analyze the nodal analysis method, okay, I am considering the first case now, and here for the first case I am considering this circuit, okay. I am considering this circuit or this network, okay, and see this network, okay, or see this circuit, okay. This circuit has 3 nodes, okay. Here how many nodes are there? 3 nodes, okay. 3 nodes in this network. So this is a node 1, or this is a node, and also this is a node, okay. So node 1, node 2 and node 3, okay. That means 3 nodes are there in this network or in these circuits. So one of these node, that is node 1, okay, or one of these node, okay, that is node 3, okay. If I am talking about node 3, the node 3 has taken as the reference node, okay. This is the reference node. I am considering node 3 as reference node, okay, and VA represents the potential of node 1, okay. VA represents the potential. See where is VA? This is your VA. So VA represents the potential of node 1. This is our node 1, okay. So VA represents the potential of node 1 with reference to the datum node, that is 3, okay. So when I am talking about our VA, so VA is the potential difference between our node 1 and this node 3, okay. That is our datum node, okay, and VA is the potential of node 1 with reference to the datum node 3. Similarly, the when I am talking about VB, so here I am talking about node 2 now, okay. So VB is the potential difference between what? Our node 2 and node 3, which is our node 3 is what? That is our reference node or datum node, okay. Now let the current directions which have been chosen arbitrary, okay. Now we can choose the direction of the current arbitrarily, okay. Now for node 1, okay, consider node 1 here, okay. Consider node 1 here, okay. For node 1 we can write the current equation, okay, and the current equation can be written with the help of KCL, that is Kirchhoff's current law. That means we have to apply here Kirchhoff's current law, that is KCL, to write the equations, okay, to write the equations, okay. So and here I am talking about the node 1 first, okay. So based upon our node 1 and by applying Kirchhoff's current law, I want to write the equations, okay. So now coming to write the equation as per this figure, okay. 1 minute. Now when I am applying Kirchhoff's current law at node 1, then I can write, that is I1 will be equal to I4 plus I2, okay. Yes or no? So because based upon the current direction, okay, I1 is the incoming current. See the figure, see the circuit diagram, you can understand, okay. So I am writing the equation in another slide. Because of that you can see your circuit diagram, okay, and from the circuit diagram only you can understand why I am writing I1 is I4 plus what? Our I2, okay, because I1 is the incoming current to node 1 and I4 and I2 are the outgoing current from the node 1. So I can write the incoming current is equal to sum of the incoming current is equal to the sum of the outgoing currents, okay. So for that I am writing I1 is equal to I4 plus I2. Okay, so now I can write, okay, now I can write I1 R1, okay, because when I am talking about current I1 is flowing through resistance R1, so I can write in potential form. Suppose I want to convert it, then I can write that is I1 R1, then it will be written as E1 minus VA. Okay, so obviously what is EA? EA is our battery voltage. Okay, E1 is our battery voltage or supply voltage. Okay, and what is VA? VA is the potential difference between node 1 and node 3, which is our datum point or datum node or reference node. So when I want to write I1 R1, okay, then what is that? I can write for that is E1 minus VA, because after E1 is the supplied voltage. Okay, so when I am talking about E1 and that is our battery voltage or supply voltage, so obviously the current is I1 here, and the I1 is flowing through the resistance R1, then only after this voltage drop, because of current I1 and R1, I am getting a voltage drop, that is I1 R1. So after overcoming the voltage drop, then only we are getting our VA, okay, which is the potential difference between node 1 and node 3. So for that I can write I1 R1 each part E1 minus VA, getting? So that means now I can write what is the current value. So from this I can find out the current value, which is I1. Okay, so now I can write I1 as what? That is E1 minus VA by what? Resistance R1. Okay, so that means we are able to find from the previous equation, we are able to find out the current I1 now. Okay, so obviously we can find out then I4. Okay, so what is the potential difference? Suppose I want to find out I4. Okay, so how can I write? Suppose I want to write for current I4, so I can write I4 is the potential, I4 is flowing through the resistance R4. So what is the potential difference between node 1 and node 3? Okay, that is VA, and obviously the resistance connected between node 1 and node 3 is what? That is our R4, and through the R4 what is the current flowing? That is our current I4. So if I want to find out the current I4, then obviously I can write I4 as what? VA by R4. Okay, so similarly we can write that is I2 R2. Okay, is equal to what? I2 R2 is equal to what? Now I am talking about the I2 R2. So through the resistance R2, which current is flowing? Current I2 is flowing. Okay, so what is the voltage drop there when I am writing I2 R2? Okay, that means through the resistance R2, if current I2 is flowing, the potential drop there is I2 R2, and that can be written as what? The difference between, because the potential difference between node 1 and node 3 is what? That is our VA, and the potential difference between node 2 and node 3 is what? Our VB, and within node 1 and node 2, which one is connected? That is R2 is connected, and through R2 which current is flowing? That is our current I2. So obviously when I want to write for I2 R2, that will be the difference between our V and VB. Okay, so for that I can write I2 R2 as VA minus VB. Okay, and here obviously VA will be greater than VB. Yes or no? Clear? Now when I am simplifying it, okay, then I can write our current I2 as what? VA minus VB, okay, by what? That is R2. Okay, clear? Now we have to substitute the values. Okay, we have to substitute these values okay, in what, in our there I have written that is I1 is what, already you know, that is our I1 is what, I1 is E1 minus VA, okay, by R1, okay. Now we are going to substitute all the values in this equation, okay, which are calculated. That is I1 we have calculated, sorry, so what is I1, I1 is E1 minus VA by R1, okay. So in the place of I1 I can write this, okay. Similarly in the place of I4 also I can write, because already you know the equation, that is I1 is I4 at node A, okay, node 1, that is I1 is I4 plus I2. So now when I am going to substitute the values of currents, okay, in this equation, then I can write what, that is E1 minus VA by R1 is equal to what, for current I4, that is VA by R4 plus that is for current I2. What is current I2? That is VA minus VB by R2, okay, clear. So by substituting the values of I1, I4 and I2, I am able to write I1 is equal to I4 plus I2, and this equation can be converted now, that is E1 minus VA by R1 is equal to VA by R4 plus VA minus VB by R2. Understood? Now we can simplify this equation, okay. By simplifying we can write, okay, we can write that is VA. By simplifying we can write this equation as VA whole into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R4, okay, minus VB by R2 minus E1 by R1 is equal to 0. Can I write this? Okay. Now if I am going to node 2 now, okay, now I am moving towards node 2, okay, and I am writing the current equation for node 2 now, okay. So coming to the figure, okay, coming to the figure now, here. So when I am coming to node 2, okay, so here the incoming current is I2, okay, and the outgoing currents are I5 and I3, okay. So that means when I am going to apply or when I am going to write the current equation for node 2, what will be the values, okay, I can write, okay, that is I5 is equal to I2 plus, see, once again I am telling, that is I2 is the incoming current, I3 is the incoming current, and only I5 is the outgoing current at node 2, okay. So when I am going to write the current equation for node 2, I can write that is I5 is equal to what, I2 plus I3. So now coming to the blank slide, okay, now coming to the blank slide, and keep this figure with you because I am coming to blank slide, and there I will analyze, okay. So when I am applying the current equation, okay, or KCL to our node 2, okay, by applying KCL to node 2, okay, node 2, we can write that is I5 is equal to what, I5 is equal to I2 plus I3. Understood? Then obviously we have to, like our previous analysis, here also we have to find out what, according to potential difference, what is I5 and what is I2 and what is I3. So see the network, you can understand here, okay. So VB will be what, so So VB will be what is our I5? So I5 will be I5 will be what? I5 will be VB by R5. Okay. Similarly, what is our current I2? I2 will be VA minus VB by R2. And similarly, what is our current I3? I3, see the network. What is our current I3? I3 is what? E2 minus VB by R3. Clear? So now by putting these values in our equation, which is I5 is equal to I2 plus I3, so I can write the equation as VB by R5 is equal to VA minus VB by R2 plus E2 minus VB by R3. Clear? So now I want to simplify it. So after simplifying, I can write the equation as, that is VB 1 by R2 plus VB all into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5, okay, minus VA by R2 minus E2 by R3 is equal to 0. I am taking the lecture. Again I am writing the simplified form, okay, that is VB all into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5, okay, minus VA by R2 minus E2 by R3 will be 0. Clear? Now the nodal equations already we have written, okay. So from the nodal equation it seems that, okay, this is very complicated. So for that they employ a very simple and systematic arrangement of terms which can be written simply by inspection, okay. Now as for the node 1, okay, or if I want to talk about our node 1, okay, node 1 may be represented by, okay, that is the product of, here we can tell here the node 1 is represented by, okay, as per the equations we have analyzed, okay. So node 1 may be written as, or node 1 may be represented as, node 1, that is our node 1 is represented as what? It can, that is the product of, it is the product here, I am talking about the node 1, okay. So the node 1 may be represented as, that is in our first point I can write here, the product of node okay, potential, okay, that is VA, the product, again I am writing our first point, the product of node potential, the product of node potential VA and 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R4, that is the sum of the reciprocals of the branch resistances connected to this node, okay. So that means to the node which resistance are connected, that is R1, R2 and R4. Here I am taking the, when according to our equation we have calculated for node 1, okay. So this is the product of the potential VA and the reciprocal of what? The resistances, that is R1, R2 and R4, and I am taking the sum of the reciprocal of the branch resistances which are connected to this node 1, okay. So that means I am taking in my first point I am talking about that according to node 1, and node 1 is represented as the product of VA and the reciprocal and 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R4. Okay. Similarly, I am coming to the second point. Okay. Minus the ratio of adjusted, then after that a minus sign is there, so there I am writing minus the ratio of adjacent potential which is VB, and the interconnecting resistance R2, and the interconnecting resistance R2. Okay. Then again I am writing in my third term, that is minus. Okay, minus in our third point, again I am writing minus ratio of adjacent battery or generator, which is here voltage E1, which is voltage E1, and the interconnecting resistance and the interconnecting resistance. What is the interconnecting resistance here? That is R1. Okay, R1. Clear? So, and when I am adding all these things, okay, then that is set as 0. So all the above set to 0. So as per the 3 points I have discussed here, so all the above set is 0. So all the above set is 0. Okay, all the above set is to 0. Now similarly, if I want to talk about, okay, our node 2, okay, I can talk about in the same way as per the discussion here for node 1. Okay, so node 2 also it may be, because when I was talking about node 2, there also I have derived the values, that is VB whole into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5. So VB, and I am taking the product of VB and the reciprocal of all the resistances, which is R2, R3 and R5, which are connected to this, and then after that I am taking the adjacent voltage, that is VA by R2. Okay, and similarly the generated voltage, that is battery voltage, which is E2 by R3. Okay, so for node 2 also we may write in a similar manner, that means. Okay, now using the conductance instead of resistance. Okay, now I am talking about the conductance. Okay, so using the conductance instead of resistance, the above two equations which we have discussed, those equations may be written as, okay, using the conductance I am telling. So I can write as per the above equation, that is VA for node 1 I am writing first, that is VA G1 plus G2 plus G4 minus VB G2 minus C1 G1, which is 0. Similarly for node 2, that is VB, in form of conductance I am writing G2 plus G3 plus G5, okay, minus VA G2 minus C2 G3, which will be 0. Clear? So to emphasize the procedure, okay, we can consider the circuit. Okay, I am showing you the circuit. Okay, so to emphasize the procedure as per conductance, okay, we can show this figure now. Okay, as per our conductance I am showing you this figure. Okay, as per our conductance I am showing you this figure. Okay, so we can consider the circuit, consider this circuit. Okay, or to emphasize as per the procedure given above. Okay, we can consider the circuit here. Okay, we can consider this circuit, and the three node equations are what? Here the three node equations are, the three node equations here I am writing here. This is our, okay, I am writing the equations again for the three nodes. Okay, so for that I am again coming for blank. So I can write that is VA 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R5 plus 1 by R8. Okay, minus VC by R2 minus VB by R8 minus E1 by R1 is 0. I am writing for the figure just I have shown now. Okay, so similarly, and this is for node 1 I am writing, this is for node 1. Okay, similarly see that figure. For node 2 I can write, for node 2 I can write that is VC 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R6 minus VA by R2 minus VB, these are 2, minus VB by R3 is equal to 0, and this is for node 2. Okay, similarly for node 3 I can write, okay, and obviously in that figure node 4 is what? That is our reference node, because we have to write, we have to consider n minus 1 nodes for the writing of the equation. Okay, so in that, in the previous figure there is 4 nodes, so you have to write 3 equations. Okay, that means n minus 1, that is 3 minus 4 minus 1, that is 3 equations we have to write, and we have to write for node 1 the equation for node 1, node 2 and node 3. So already we have written the equation for node 1, and also we have written the equation for node 2. Now I want to write the equation for node 3. Okay, for node 3, see the last figure I have shown you. So according to that figure, there are 4 nodes are there. Okay, and node 4 is taken as a reference node or datum node. So as for the node 3, again here I am writing, that is by applying Kirchhoff's current law I am writing that is VB 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R7 plus 1 by R8 minus VC by R3 minus VA by R8 minus E4 by R4 is equal to 0, and this is I am writing for what? Node 3. So after finding after finding different node voltages, okay, and various currents can be calculated by using Ohm's law. Now coming to the second case. Okay, so first case is over now. So first case is over now. Now I am talking about the second case, or I am coming to the second case for the nodal analysis method. Okay, so for second case consider this figure. Okay, consider this figure for second case. Okay, and consider this figure when here actually a third battery of EMF 3 is connected between node 1 and node 2. Okay, so that is a third battery which is E3 is connected between node 1 and node 2. Okay, So it must be noted here that, okay, as we travel from node 1 to node 2, okay, we get or we go from the negative okay terminal to, that is negative terminal of E3 to positive terminal of E3. See this figure. Okay, here when we are moving from node 1 to what, node 2, okay, we are moving from negative terminal of voltage source, okay, or battery source E3 to positive terminal of battery source E3. Okay, hence according to the sign convention, okay, okay, according to the sign convention, E3 must be taken as positive because I am taking from negative terminal, or I am going from negative terminal to positive terminal. So because of that, E3 must be taken as positive. However, if we travel from node 2 to node 1, what will happen then? We will go from, okay, when we will move from node 2 to node 1 now, what will happen here? That means we are moving from negative or we are moving from positive terminal to positive terminal of E3 to negative terminal of E3 now, okay. So that means what will happen here, okay, what will happen? So hence here we can tell that when we move from node 2, okay, so E3 will be taken as negative. So here according to sign convention, E3 can be taken as, E3 will be taken as negative, E3 will be taken as negative when you will move from node 2 to node 1, okay. Now we can write coming to the blank slide, and I am writing the equations here by applying KCL, okay. So here we can write I1 minus I4 minus I2 is equal to 0. I1 minus I4, okay, minus I2. So I am talking about node 1 here first, and I am applying Kirchhoff's current law, okay, to node 1. Similarly here also I have to apply Kirchhoff's current law to node 2 also, okay. So when I am applying or when I am talking about for node 1, okay, I can write that is I1 is equal to what, I4 plus I2, okay. So that means I can write, coming to the blank slide, that means I can write that is I1 minus I4 minus I2 will be 0, and I1 is equal to I4 plus I1 will be what? I1 will be I4 plus I2, okay. So this is as per KCL I am writing, okay. Now what is I1? What is I1? I1 is what? E1 minus VA by R1. Can I write or not? Similarly, I can write for I2. What is I2? I2 will be, see the figure, you can understand, okay. I am by according to figure I am writing. So I2 can be written as VA plus E3 minus VB by R2, okay. Similarly, I can write for I4. So I4 can be written as VA by R4. Getting? So now by putting the values as per the potential, okay, or as per the calculated values of I1, I2 and I4, we are going to substitute the values in the equation we have written, that is I1, which is I1 plus is equal to I4 plus I2. So now I am going to substitute these values, then I can write here, that is E1 minus VA by R1 is equal to VA by R4 plus VA plus E1 VA plus VA, again I am writing, that is I can write E1 minus VA by R1, which is equal to VA by R4 plus to this plus, okay, plus VA plus E3, okay, minus VB by R2, okay. Now after simplifying, I can write, that is VA whole into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 minus E1 by R1 minus VB by R2 plus E2 by R2 will be 0. Clear? So it is exactly the same expression, okay, as given under the first case, as discussed in the first case, okay. Now this additional term which is taken as plus E3 by R2 and or minus E3 by R2, because this third battery is connected here, so that when viewed from node 1, it is represents a rise in voltage, and it had been connected to other way around, that is the additional term would have been taken as minus E3 by R2 when we will observe it from node 2 to node 1, okay. So for node 2 now, okay, for node 2 now, by applying KCL, I can write, that is I2 is I2, again I am writing, for node 2 I am writing, that is I2 plus I3 minus I5 will be 0. So I can write I2 plus I3 is equal to I5, okay. So this is I am writing as per KCL, I am applying to node 2, okay. Now I can write I2 here, as VA plus E3 minus VB, okay, this is E3, okay, E3 and this is VB, divided by R2, okay. Now similarly, when I am writing I3, I can write I3 as E2 minus VB by R3, okay. And when I am writing I5 can be written as VB by R5, okay. So now by putting these magnitudes in the equation, which is I2 plus I3 is equal to I5, okay, for the node 2, then I can write, okay, I can write, that is VA plus E3 minus VB by R2 plus E2 minus VB by R3, which will be equal to VB by R5, okay. So now if I want to simplify it, I can write that is after simplification I can write it is Vb whole into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5 minus E2 by R3 minus Va by R2 minus E3 by R2, which will be equal to 0. Okay, so as seen the additional terms, which is minus E3 by R2. Okay, because we are viewing this from we are viewing okay, from the node E3 represents fall in potential here. Okay, when we are viewing this node E3 from node 2, that is here the potential is fall. So for that the value is written as minus E3 by R2. Okay, so it is worth here that if it is worth here to repeat that the additional term in the above equations as per the calculation. Okay, it is either E plus E3 by R2 or minus E3 by R2. That will be depending on whether it represents a rise or fall of potential when we are viewing from the node under consideration. Getting? So this is all about our nodal analysis, okay, method. And now we can move for a numerical. So coming to a numerical now. So here this is a question. Okay, I am going to solve a numerical based upon the nodal analysis method. So this is our numerical. Using a node voltage method, find the current in the 3 ohm resistance for the network shown in figure. Okay, so this is our figure. See this figure. So based upon this figure, by using nodal or node voltage method, we have to find the current in 3 ohm resistance. Okay, we have to find the current in 3 ohm resistance. So which one is 3 ohm? Where is 3 ohm resistance? So this is our 3 ohm resistance. So we have to find out the current in the 3 ohm resistance. Clear? Now coming to the solution. So just look this figure. Okay, so by as per the figure here. Okay, and when I am talking about this is our node 1 and this is our node 2. Okay, so here two nodes are here in this figure. Okay, this figure contains two nodes. Okay, and here our node 2 is taken as a reference. Okay, we have to take node 2 as the reference node, obviously. So we will now find the value of node voltage V1. Okay, so using the technique, okay, as per the nodal analysis, now I can write. I am coming to the blank slide now. Now I can write that is V1 whole into 1 by 5 plus 1 by 2, because to node 1 resistance 3 ohm, resistance 2 ohm and resistance 2 ohm are connected. 3 resistances are connected to node 1. So I am taking the reciprocal of those. So V1 whole into 1 by 5 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Then what is the, then I have to write what? That is minus 4 by 2. Okay, that is the adjacent battery voltage, that is 4 voltage divided by the resistance is 2. Okay, then that is 4 plus 2 by 5. Okay, so then the next one, that is that this in the left hand side, see the battery, another battery source, that is 4 volt, and with that what is the series resistance? That is 2 plus 3, that is 5. Okay, so here we have to write okay, that is minus 4 plus 2, because two voltage sources, that is one is 2 volt and the next one is I'm coming to the figure, okay, I'm coming to the figure. See this figure here, 2 volt battery sources, 4 volt and 2 volt, that is total voltage is 6 volt, okay, total voltage is 6 volt. And what is the resistance, series resistance, that is 2 plus 3, that is 5. So for that I am writing minus 4 plus 2 by 5. And here what is the voltage, 4 volt, and what is the resistance, that is 2 resistance, 2 ohm resistance, so 4 by 2. So for that again I am writing, I am coming to the blank slide, okay. So I am writing that is V1, the reciprocal of the resistances which are connected, 1 by 5 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 4 by 2 minus 4 plus 2 by 5 is equal to 0. Okay. So now if you are going to simplify the equation, just now we have written, so it will become as our V1 will become as that is 8 by 3 volt. Okay, now the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistance we have to find out. Okay, so the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistance, okay, towards node 1, okay, towards node 1 I want to find out the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistance. So what is our aim? As per the question, I want to find out the current flowing through the 3 ohm resistance, okay, towards node 1, can be written as, that is 6 minus 8 by 3, okay, because that is the voltage of V1, okay, so 6 minus, that is the total voltage is what, in the left hand side I am telling, that is 4 volt plus 2 volt, 6 volt, so 6 minus 8 by 3, that is V1, divided by what is the total resistance, that is 3 plus 2, can I write it or not? So that means I am coming the figure, okay, I am coming the figure, see this figure. So this is our V1, so and here 4 volt and 2 volt, the total volt is 6 volt. And what is the resistance, 2 ohm and 3 ohm, these are series resistance. So if I want to find out the current between these, so that is the voltage drop occur between this volt and this volt will be what, this voltage source and this voltage source will be what, that is our current into 3 plus 2, okay. And obviously, so the potential difference between these two, that is here 4 plus 2, that is 6 volt, and this 6 volt minus the node voltage, that is V1, that will be, we have to take the difference, then only we can find out the current. And what is the resistance between these two, that is 2 plus 3, which is 5. So I can write now, so for that I am writing, okay, that is 6 minus 8 by 3, that is V1, divided by 3 plus 2, which can be written as 2 by 3 ampere. So the current through 3 ohm resistance will be 2 by 3 ampere. In alternate way also we can solve it. That is, we can write alternatively also we can solve it. Alternatively we can solve it. That is 6 minus v1 by 5 plus 4 by 2 minus v1 by 2 will be 0. So implies we can write 12 minus 2 v1 plus 20 minus 5 v1 will be 0. So that will be a 7, implies we can write 7 v1 will be 32. So then we can write that is 6 minus v1 by 5 plus 4 minus v1 by 2 is equal to v1 by 2. Okay, so I can write here that is 12 minus 2 v1 plus 20 minus 5 v1 will be 5 v1 will be 5 v1. So we can write 12 v1 will be 32. So when I am simplifying it, that means I am writing 12 v1 will be 32. So what is v1? So v1 will be 32 by 12. So it can be written as 8 by 3 ampere. So here the value of v1 is coming as 8 by 3 ampere. 8 by 3 volt. The value of v1 is coming. The value of v1. The value of v1 is coming as 8 by 3 volt. And what is your main aim? In the question it is we will now find the voltage that is in the question. We have to find actually the current in 3 ohm resistance. Okay, so the current in the 3 ohm resistance is find out as 2 by 3 ampere. Okay, getting? So if that means I am writing our v1 is 8 by 3. This is volt. Now these are the questions I am given you. Okay, this is a question. Note this question. This is your homework. And also this question. Note this question. Note these 2 questions. So these questions you have to solve in your home. Okay, so this is your homework. I think I have to stop my lecture here. So thank you very much. Okay, in my next class I will talk about superposition theorem. So thank you very much. Till then, bye bye.